Every career starts as a dream.
The current pick has been traded. The next pick has been traded. There has been a trade. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded.
It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Browns. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that there's... Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
Taken in by Smith. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that gives the Browns a first. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's gonna be stopped pretty quickly at about the 5. After a 3-yard gain, they're left with 4th and 10. The Eagles are in punt formation. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Man in motion here. Back to the well again. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that gives the Browns a first. Setting up a throw. He's got Smith. And he gets him around 6 there. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 27. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Reed's got it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Hurts now from the gun. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, here's a handoff. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. We're through one. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Hurts setting up to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That one vehemently swatted away. And that makes it 3rd down. Hurts looking to throw. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's a give up the middle. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. They give it to him again. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
This finds Smith. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by Jalen Carter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Eagles will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. It's an option left. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Able to get it to Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Trying again, following the sack. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Eagles driving. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Escapes out to the left. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. The Browns take the 1st of their 3 timeouts. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Complete out to the right. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Browns a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass, caught by his tight end. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Second and 4. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down. Dropping back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Trying to work quickly now. Still sticking with the passing game. Looking for a this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. Backed up this far, and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Simple dive up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
2nd and 8. Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts to throw. This is reeled in by Reed. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Option give here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They get those 2 yards back, but now it leaves them with 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another carry for him. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down. We've reached the end of... only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Running back sent in motion. Takes the snap, 4th and inches. That's cut beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. The Browns are lined up to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He has it at the 13. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on 1st down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Throwing here, Hurts. Able to get it to Reed. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Connecting on the slant. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Reed's got it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the pistol, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. From the red zone now. And they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Pass play coming here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns needing a couple. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Throwing now. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns jump in front now by 5. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll look to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Back to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. Here he is to throw. And he brings it in. That makes this a field goal game now. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback...
They've got first down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. 3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football?
Katie York sent to get this one started. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day.
Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, third down. From the shotgun, Penix. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Groupie sends it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? And we throw that pick early.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers go up 10-zip here in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. That's complete right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. From just shy of midfield on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Has it down close. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Penix now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On first down, here's Penix. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the punting unit. And this will come from just inside his end zone. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. They've got first down from the 31. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Penix working from the gun. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Penix now. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Forced out to his... And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Groupie sends it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense getting all set for this series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. Right up the gut. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. A give now from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. He's dropping back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns take the lead on that successful kick. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 28. Hits him on the in route. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. We'll go play action. Here's Penix. Brought in right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Penix on 1st down. Has it downfield working the left. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers. Backed up considerably here on second down. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down coming. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Groupie sends it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range. He's delivering.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes their offense out again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Play action on first down. Stays in the pocket. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's going to throw this one. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing now on first down. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers will add to their lead at the end of the half. York tacks on that extra point. And the Buccaneers push the lead to 2 scores now. On now is York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They've got a man in motion. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, third down. Penix now to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete, right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. They'll throw on first. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Back to pass on first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Looking to the air here. Hits his running back. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pass play now. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. They give it to him again. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went,
and he gets in, touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Penix now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing Penix. He's got him, that's Addison. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Play action, here's Penix. has his man. It's Addison. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd and 3 now. And again, it's Penix. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Penix working from the gun. Certain. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Penix here from the gun. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Setting up the screen. He breaks the tackle. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this league.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Back to the well again. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. 3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. So we're through 3. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Here's a give up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Option design here. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance.
And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much. Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
They start the drive with Hall, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Penix. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Strong running inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead to 7. Well, his second rushing score of this game could not have come at a better time, Brock, as it adds some valuable points to that lead.
You know, this is something I can't really define, Kate, but it's just a feel. Right? Passing touchdowns are great, but what rushing touchdowns do, especially to your defense, is they just fuel them. It empowers them to go out and play, and now they'll get to do so with a bigger lead.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's brought down after a short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Blown back gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return. So just like all time. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Browns leading by 8. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Looking to his fullback now. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. The give here on 2nd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Jones. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They give it to him up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns lead by 15 now. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Penix on 1st down. He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Hall there to haul it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Throwing now. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. The task gets tougher as they set up on 4th down. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Buccaneers scoop it up! And he'll get it up to the 44. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Penix now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Browns.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're underway in prime time on Thursday Night Football. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Last week is one of those weird spots as a quarterback, Kate. Right? You celebrate a win. Every win is so hard in this league, but as a QB, you also know when you throw more interceptions than touchdowns, you're very fortunate to come on the winning side of any game at this level.
Following that play, we've got a timeout already for an injured player, and it's one of their receivers who's shaken up on the offense's first snap. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Back to throw now. Getting out to his left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing off the play fake here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. To the sideline. Catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 4. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
2nd and 8. He's got Harrison. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. One of the tight ends in motion left. From the red zone now. Completed to Collins. And this one does not go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. They'll throw it. The throw is caught. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. You just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Fair catch made here at the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. 2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. We've arrived at the end. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And they bring him down around the 34. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
He's got a man left. It's a 21-yard gain, and that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Working inside the red zone. Collins there to grab it. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Setting up a throw. The back's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Got a man, it's Drake London. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's gonna move the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Brought in right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing it again here. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons make it a 1-score game in the first half. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Trying to work quickly now. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Dropping back to throw. It's caught Metcalf. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it in close. That's a Cleveland touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Throw reeled in by London. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Only took him 1 play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. They'll throw on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 2nd and 1. Got a man, it's London. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Second and 3. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. He'll throw it yet again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They are throwing it again. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium, a tough test for the Cowboys, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They kick the running back in motion. From the 30 on second down. Finds his target, Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on 1st down. Finds a man right side. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. A toss now to Robinson. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. Into the hands of Pitts. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Goal to go, it's a pass play. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for 2. And he's taken out at the 2. He can't find a way into the end zone, and the conversion attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Simple dive up the middle. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. He's got Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That one's complete to London. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And another stop along the line. Defense with a great couple of back-to-back reps. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He's dropping back to throw. Flush down out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt. They give it to the back on the zone read. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 37. He's got a man left. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Back to the well again. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Completed to Collins. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Cleveland! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Putting the body on the line for his team.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Still sticking with the passing game. Pitts brings it in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Falcons losing by 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. Robinson is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Browns getting their offense out there. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Escapes the sack. Escapes out to the left. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. So the Browns come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
On the ground, this is right. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 6. They run again with right. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Back on the ground and back to right. 1st down and more inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wright. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. They'll motion over Metcalf. Yeah. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Now they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Browns getting their punting team out there. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. On the give, it's right. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, here's Jackson. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A give here to Wright. Ravens sending the punt team out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a... On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. To try and run for the 1st down with Jones. Up the middle they go. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. No chance at all. He'll go down. They send him right out of the slot. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll send him over to the left. A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Play action now. Jackson. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The extra point is good. And the Ravens are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From out of the gun, he'll throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Cleveland. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. They'll look to pick up the pace. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble. In the red zone now, he'll drop. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are on top. It's 14-10. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll motion over Flowers. A carry here for Wright. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. One of the tight ends motions right. Now a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Handoff here, up the middle, and the defense. Good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Jackson now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw, Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Jackson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. On play action, here's Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Complete, Metcalf with the grab. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Throwing now on first and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Collins, the tight end, is the man moving. Right back to him on first down. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Second down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's hauled in at the 2. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Browns. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion left. 2nd down. Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They bring the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point, up and good. And the Ravens extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. He'll drop to throw.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that 1st down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10, Jackson to throw again. Look wide, get this one complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on it.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Collins, the tight end, is the man moving. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. Up the middle they go. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. They get the victory, a